Another day, another story. The origins of ice cream, sorbet and other chilled dairy treats are difficult to pin down, but span back to antiquity. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. According to popular legend, ice cream was invented by the ancient Chinese, brought to Italy by Marco Polo, to France by Catherine de' Medici, and thence to America by Thomas Jefferson. The truth, however, about summer's favorite chilled dairy treat is a bit more difficult to pin down. Ice drinks and desserts have been around since at least 4000 BC, when nobles along the Euphrates River built ice houses to take the edge off the Mesopotamian summer heat. Snow, likely used to cool wine, was sold in the streets of Athens in the 5th century BC, while the Roman Emperor Nero, AD 37–67, enjoyed ice refreshments laced with honey. Sources from the Tang dynasty in China describe a sweet drink made from iced, camphor-laced water buffalo milk. In the bustling streets of ancient Persia, a warm breeze carried the scent of spices and exotic fruits. Among the vibrant markets, a young alchemist named Amir was known for his innovative concoctions. One scorching afternoon, Amir found himself pondering a way to capture the refreshing essence of cold mountain streams. Amir had heard of a peculiar technique used by the Greeks and Romans. They gathered snow from the peaks and mixed it with sweet nectars, creating a treat that seemed to defy the heat. Inspired, Amir set out to create a dessert that would enchant the people of his land. He began experimenting with various ingredients. In his alchemy laboratory, he mixed the rich milk of Persia's finest cows with the subtle sweetness of local fruits. He added a dash of honey, a precious commodity in those times, to create a harmonious blend of flavors. Amir's concoction was promising, but it was missing the vital element, the ice. One moonlit evening, as the stars glittered over the desert, Amir embarked on a daring adventure. He traveled to the nearby mountains, accompanied by a team of loyal companions. Armed with shovels and large containers, they braved the cold heights to gather the purest snow. Back in his workshop, Amir mixed the snow with his creamy concoction. The result was a revelation. The mixture was luxurious, cool, and delightful. Amir shared his creation with the people of Persia, and they were enchanted. They marveled at the sensation of the cold treat against their tongues on the hottest days. Word of Amir's creation spread like wildfire. Traders carried tales of this magical dessert to faraway lands, and the concept began to evolve. In the bustling markets of Italy, a young artisan named Isabella, with a keen eye for flavor, encountered whispers of this Persian marvel. She saw the potential to refine and perfect it. Drawing inspiration from the flavors of her homeland, Isabella took the Persian creation to new heights. She introduced her version, which she called gelato, to the world. The Medici family, known for their patronage of the arts and culinary delights, embraced Isabella's innovation and helped spread its popularity across Europe. And so, through the alchemical curiosity of Amir in Persia and the creative mastery of Isabella in Italy, the foundation was laid for what we now know as ice cream. A journey that began with the cool whispers of snow-covered peaks evolved into a world of delectable frozen treats, a sweet testament to the timeless power of innovation and cross-cultural inspiration. Please note that this story is a fictional creation and is not based on historical records. It's meant to capture the essence of how the development of ice cream could have been influenced by different cultures and individuals over time. As the years passed, the enchanting secret of frozen delicacies traveled further, carried by trade routes and intrepid travelers. In the bustling markets of ancient China, a curious herbalist named Li Wei heard whispers of a distant land where people savored a mysterious treat that was as cold as the snow-covered mountains. Intrigued by this tale, Li Wei embarked on a journey to uncover the secrets of this frosty delight. His travels took him through vast landscapes, from the tranquil gardens of China to the bustling bazaars of Persia. Along the way, he encountered diverse cultures and their frozen creations. In Persia, Li Wei sampled the creamy mixture perfected by Amir. The juxtaposition of flavors intrigued him, the creaminess of milk blending harmoniously with the natural sweetness of fruits. He marveled at how this creation cooled not only the body but also the spirit, a respite from the scorching sun. Continuing his travels, Li Wei reached the Mediterranean shores, where he tasted Isabella's exquisite gelato. The texture was smoother and silkier than anything he had experienced before. Each spoonful seemed to hold a symphony of flavors, a testament to the artistry that food could be. With a heart full of inspiration, Li Wei returned to China, determined to introduce this newfound delight to his homeland. Drawing from the wisdom of both Persia and Italy, he crafted his own interpretation of frozen sweetness. He combined the elegance of Persian creaminess with the delicate balance of Italian gelato, while infusing it with the essence of Chinese teas and fruits. Li Wei's creation spread throughout China, captivating hearts and palates alike. His version, which he affectionately named Bing Qi, meaning frozen treat, became a sensation. The imperial courts reveled in its cooling effect during sweltering summers, while commoners shared smiles and laughter over bowls of Bing Qi in bustling market squares. Across continents and cultures, the journey of frozen delights continued, a testimony to the human drive to create and innovate. From Amir's alchemical curiosity in Persia to Isabella's artistic touch in Italy, and finally to Li Wei's fusion of flavors in China, the evolution of ice cream was a testament to the power of exploration, imagination, and the universal delight of a treat that transcended borders and generations. Remember, this story is a work of fiction meant to capture the essence of how different cultures and individuals might have contributed to the development of ice cream over time. It's a celebration of creativity, curiosity, and the universal joy of enjoying frozen treats. Various cultures throughout history have developed frozen desserts similar to ice cream. Here are a few notable instances. Ancient China, some accounts suggest that as early as 200 BC, the Chinese were making a frozen mixture of milk and rice that resembled ice cream. Ancient Persia, around 500 BC, Persians were known to enjoy a sweet, icy treat made from fruit juices and various flavorings. Ancient Greece and Rome, these civilizations also enjoyed chilled desserts made with snow and flavored with honey and fruits. Medieval Arab world, in the 9th century, the Arab world had a dessert called sherbet, made from fruit juices mixed with ice and sweeteners. Italy, by the 16th century, Italy had developed gelato, a frozen dessert that is similar to ice cream. The Medici family is often credited with popularizing it. 17th century Europe, ice cream as we know it today started gaining popularity in Europe in the 17th century. Italian and French chefs refined the recipes, and it became a delicacy among the elite. It's important to note that the invention of ice cream was more of an evolutionary process, with various cultures contributing to its development over time. The specific individual or culture that invented ice cream cannot be pinpointed due to its gradual emergence and cross-cultural influence. Turkish sherbet. Chilled refreshments were also popular in the Islamic world. The English word sherbet comes from the Turkish term for a broad category of sweetened drinks, often cooled with snow from storehouses. Falude, a Persian treat of vermicelli noodles and chilled syrup, dates back centuries. In India, Mughal emperors savored kulfi, a quasi-ice cream made from condensed milk frozen in molds. Indeed, the first verified records of kulfi are nearly contemporary with the earliest evidence of frozen sherbets and ice creams in Europe. In both cases, what made this breakthrough possible was the knowledge, familiar to many in the Arab world since the 13th century, that ice mixed with salt set in motion an exothermic chemical reaction, which created a heat-sucking slurry with a far lower freezing point than typical water. Immersed in a bath of exothermic brine, ice crystals easily formed in various liquid concoctions. Stirred regularly to prevent large ice crystals from forming, a scoop-able frozen foam resulted. Italian ices. The first European ice creams and water ices, sherbets, were likely made in Italy during the early 1600s. A century after a teenage Catherine de' Medici departed Florence to become Queen of France. Descriptions of water ice desserts date to the 1620s, and by mid-century they were a feature of banquets in Paris, Florence, Naples, and Spain. In 1672, Englishman Elias Ashmole recorded that one plate of ice cream had been served to King Charles II at a banquet the previous year. In 1694, Antonio Latini, a Neapolitan steward, published a recipe for a milk sorbet laced with candied pumpkin. George Washington served ice cream. Ice cream crossed the Atlantic with the European colonists, and was served by First Lady of colonial Maryland as early as 1744. George Washington bought a mechanical ice cream maker for his estate at Mount Vernon in 1784. The same year, Thomas Jefferson likely acquired a taste for French ice cream while serving as a diplomat in Paris. While president, Jefferson served ice cream in the executive mansion at least 6 times. In a lifetime of copious notes and writings, Jefferson only wrote out 10 recipes, one of which was for French-style vanilla ice cream, fortified with egg yolks. By the late 19th century, America was a hotbed of ice cream innovation. A Philadelphia pharmacist mixed the first ice cream soda in 1874. The ice cream sundae dates to 1881, with several Midwestern towns claiming to be the site of its invention, its name likely coming from blue laws that banned sale of soda drinks on Sundays. The first edible ice cream cups were patented in the 1880s, around the time that milkshakes, originally promoted as a health drink, became popular. The waffle cone rocketed to fame when introduced at the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair, and the popsicle was patented in 1923. Both Dairy Queen and the Crevell Company claimed to have developed the first soft-serve ice cream in the mid-1930s, while frozen yogurt was a latecomer, introduced in the 1970s. Today, ice cream and its frigid cousins are known and loved worldwide, even imported to Antarctica, where a Frosty Boy soft-serve machine is a famous focal point for the scientists who work at McMurdo Station. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.